Hey, what's up? So today I want to talk a little bit about habits. And I know at the end of the first series I mentioned habits a little bit. And really what I want to get at is that my frustration, we'll just call it what it is, it's a frustration with a lot of these diet programs or these ads on TV or you know, these exercise machines that they have on TV, and they're saying, "Oh, look, you can go and get on this machine and you do this and you're going to lose X number of pounds in weeks." My frustration is that I think they're being, at the very least, a little bit misleading. And now they would say, "Oh, well, no, no, we weren't because we let people know." Well, here's the thing, right? And what I mean by that is, I don't think that you have one single machine that's going to provide all of these miracles. I don't think there's a single diet that's going to provide all these miracles. And I don't think that, honestly, there's not a miracle cure. And oftentimes, what you'll see, you start paying attention. You need to start paying attention to these commercials or these promises and look for the fine print. And what I mean by that is you'll always see something that gets flashed very quickly. I mean, so fast sometimes that you don't even see it. And and sometimes the coloring is hard and it's hard to read. And I don't know what the rule is, but there must be some technicality that you have to have it on there. But the font is usually so small and the color's off. And if you take the time to really try to read it, and then there have been times where I've tried to, it'll say something like typical results will vary, or they'll say that the results attained here are different than normal, or something like that. And then they'll say usually, the results were attained in conjunction with, and that in conjunction with means in conjunction with a low calorie diet and regular exercise or something like that, which are really the habits, right? And so really these programs promise you all this weight loss when in reality the weight loss is almost guaranteed. And so and it's guaranteed because typically what you're doing is, for the majority of you guys, and me included before I made my change, um, it's changing the way you eat. And so there's a couple of sayings that you may or may not have heard. One of them is abs are made in the kitchen. Another one is you can't out train a bad diet. Basically, what these people are saying is, you know what? If you want to be fit, you want to lose your gut, really 80% of your results are going to come from your diet, the way you eat. And I hesitate to use diet. I think it's more, what your nutrition is, because diet kind of has an implication that there's a beginning and an end. When in reality, what I'm saying is, you need to figure out the habits, that the eating habits that are going to give you that nutrition that you need on a regular basis. That's why it's called a habit. It's the way you eat. I've had people, I've had conversations with folks, for example, I eat 6 times a day, and I picked that up from, one of the, a typical bodybuilding diet, right? And so, and I remember having the conversation with someone, and they were like, "Well, I've heard of that diet." And my response was like, "Well, it's not actually a diet, it's the way I eat all of the time." And so it has become a habit for me. Now, I'm not saying that you should go and eat 6 times a week. If you desire to, 6 times a week, 6 times a day. If you desire to, then that's fine. But you could decide to eat 4 times, 3 times, five, six, seven, eight, whatever works for you. And so that's what you need to figure out, is based on your circumstances, etc. What's the habit that works for you? So anyway, I suspect that I probably rambled a little bit there. But what I want to get at is that a lot of these programs, again, they're making all these promises, and there's not any real magic to them. There's not anything revolutionary about them. There's very many components that are similar at the highest level. They're pretty much all the same. And I know they would argue with me and say, "Well, no, they're not." And I would say, "Well, yeah, they are." And I'm going to show you. In the next video, I'm going to show you some examples of what I mean. That you're going to find there's certain common components that are the same across 80-90% of all of these revolutionary programs. Anyway, just keep in mind, again, we're going to keep talking habits. Just want to get that thought in your head to be thinking that way. All right. Have a good day.